Lizards. Should I have one at home? Today, quite often people prefer to get not an ordinary pet, but an exotic one, from Akkadian snails and spiders to snakes and lizards. A beautifully decorated terrarium can become a home for all these creatures. It will also be a real decoration of any interior. But before you decide to take such a serious and responsible step as buying an exotic pet, you must be sure to assess all its advantages and disadvantages, the peculiarities of content from food to living conditions, issues of reproduction and domestication. How much does a lizard cost? The price of such pets ranges from $10 to infinity. The cost usually depends on the species of reptile, its age, size as an adult, sex and even beauty. For example, lizard species such as green iguanas, male as an adult, cost about $190. Lizard at home. The nice advantages of keeping a lizard compared to cats, dogs, rodents and birds. Lizards in your home will not leave any traces of their stay. They do not molt, do not shed hair or feathers. Such pets will not unauthorizedly move around the territory of your apartment, annoying with their behavior. In most cases, they behave very quietly and calmly, without making attempts to escape from the terrarium. But the latter does not mean that the pet's dwelling can be left open. They do not smell, and if the owner's keen sense of smell detects a slight specific smell, it is only within the terrarium. The diet of pet lizards also will not create problems. They are unpretentious, so it will be enough to adhere strictly to professional recommendations for the maintenance, care and feeding of pets. This motto will help you enjoy the company of an exotic animal not 1 or 2 years, but a couple of decades. The main advantage of lizards is that even if you are often and long absent from home, this pet will be waiting for you, every time meeting you from business trips or vacations. Disadvantages of keeping a lizard at home. Living in a terrarium is not only an advantage of the lizard, but, at the same time, its serious disadvantage. You still have to purchase the abode, to equip it with all necessary accessories for such pet, including ultraviolet lamp, without the rays of which your pet will die fast. And all these purchases will cost a considerable amount of money. Besides, big and spacious terrarium requires enough space, which is unrealistic in conditions of usual one-room apartment. Meals of many species are specific, and for its strict observance you'll have to look for crickets and other special food for reptiles in your spare time. Disadvantages of keeping a lizard. It is not excluded that you will get an aggressive specimen, and then you will need to protect yourself during cleaning in the terrarium, and when feeding the lizard, you will need to take care of it with caution. Let us say honestly, even friendliness of geckos is characterized by ending quickly. And if you think that someday your pet will appreciate all your efforts and say, "Thank you," you are deeply mistaken. With him you can give a lot, but you should not expect love and devotion in return. If the reptile escapes you will hardly be able to find it. And it is simply not able to live outside the terrarium. Who doesn't need to have a lizard? Definitely the lizard will not be a good birthday present for a preschooler, a person with an unstable psyche and frayed nerves, as well as those who cannot or do not want to take care of anyone at all. Buying a pet by the appearance of lizards in a spontaneous outburst of, "Oh, what a pretty gecko," also will not end well. The future owner of the pet must consciously go to the step of purchasing, having a great desire and financial possibilities to buy a terrarium and all related accessories for the reptile. If you don't have the means to keep a lizard, don't torture yourself in her. If you have decided that she is the best contender for your pet, learn how to take care of her from day one until the last day. Share the video with your friends, like it, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.